Hey guys, welcome to the Field of 68 YouTube channel. If you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button and you'll get more college basketball content just like this. Yep, I agree. I do just want to make one point quickly on Big Z, Zvonimir Ivisic. He had that outstanding debut, which was a lot of fun. He hit the three threes. Should have been four. I'm going to continue to debate whether or not his toe was on the line until the death of me. Had the behind the back pass. I don't think that we should be expecting that kind of performance every single game. I also think tonight, his first true road environment as a college basketball player after sitting out for 3 months waiting to get eligible, this probably isn't going to be like, this was probably as bad as you're going to see him play, right? The truth is he's probably somewhere in the middle, a guy that can stretch the floor, protect the rim, make some shots, and help you do some things as a space it out and protect the rim kind of a player. So I'm not, it was fun to see him go off like that. I'm not going to overreact to him struggling in his first road environment. It's not easy to play on the road in college basketball.
Yeah, on the call, they were pretty much saying South Carolina's like, we know we can't, talent-wise, offensively, maybe compete with them, but if we defend the heck out of them, right, maybe we'll give ourselves a chance. And so watching the game, it just looked like South Carolina came with a plan, laser focus, and they wanted to get this win. They knew that them getting that win would put them in the upper echelon of SEC, with their record and also what we're talking about. Now they're on our radar, right? Like, hey, Rob, you're talking about, hey, I think this may be a tournament team. And this is just a classic young team. They see that 6 beside their name. I've been there before. You're feeling good. You're feeling great. You're going on the road. And South Carolina was ready for them. And they historically struggled for some reason in South Carolina. So when I played, it was like Georgia Tech and Florida State. I don't know, over the years before and after me, we just couldn't always have a good game there. So that also instills confidence in the opponent as well. And, yeah, they just kind of ran up against a young Kentucky team that just wasn't ready, maybe reading their own press clippings. Obviously, Big Z had that big game, didn't play as well. He had 3 fouls in 10 minutes. You kind of wonder what dynamic that did to the Kentucky team as well, right? Like, what does Coach Cal do? How does he play him? I felt like Bradshaw may press a little bit earlier, and eventually settled in. But by that time, the Gamecocks were, it was over. So credit to the Gamecocks. They're better than we think they are, but Kentucky definitely, this was a big letdown spot for them, showed their youth tonight by getting whooped down there in South Carolina.
Mac, I do feel like this could also be one of those situations where it's like, you could use this as a coaching tool, right? Like this is a teaching moment, so to speak, where when you can't get up and down the court and you can't play at pace and you can't do what you want to do, Kentucky wants to play like this. They want to shoot a bunch of threes. They want to space the floor. And when you're going up against a team that wants to grind things out and go possession by possession and play 25 seconds into the shot clock, you got to find another way to win.
You absolutely do. You're going to play those games the deeper you get into March. Conference tournament, it's going to happen, certainly going to happen in the NCAA tournament, because there are going to be some teams that, even if that's not their style, Rob, they're going to say, listen, we cannot play up-tempo against Kentucky. We just can't do it. Like the more shots that are taken in the game, the more possession, advantage Kentucky. Those guys are just freewheeling and playing together and spraying the ball and shooting a ton of threes. But like if a team can put them in the half court and limit the amount of threes they're taking, they don't really have a low post monster. Those guys got to do a better job. Cal's not playing 2 big guys together. I know Trey Mitchell can go inside a little bit, but Bradshaw's more of an offensive rebounder, a guy that faces the basket. They're going to have to learn how to play when, again, the game gets really sticky and it becomes more half court and they're not shooting well. They got to become a team of execution. Think they can do it. Games like this will certainly help. But this is the one thing that scares you about youth is they haven't been in these types of moments. They're going to be in a lot of them on road trips now. South Carolina's not going to be the only team up for Kentucky when they get them in their building. But they're going to have to answer those challenges when the game gets tight. I felt like Kentucky played tight down the stretch. But that's just a sign, in my opinion, of inexperience. And nights like this hopefully allow those guys to grow up.
Thank you for watching the Field of 68. If you've enjoyed what you've seen here, hit that like button, share this link with your friends, or check out the description for some other places that you can consume Field of 68 content.